Yo, sorry about that. Okay, how's the audio now? Audio good? My bad, guys. I was just saying, yeah, thanks for letting me know. I was just saying, please drop some comments in the below to let me know who's here.
Sorry about that.
Because yeah, I can't imagine there's going to be too many people, so I want to keep it quite interactive. Thanks a lot, mate, for confirming that. I want to basically keep it quite interactive, and yeah, I mean, what we're going to be doing today, I'm going to be going through some of the Hashgraph Online website. It's called the HCS3 standard inscription SDK. So let me share my screen to show you what I'm talking about. So if we go over to Hashgraph Online, and then we look at some of the standards, this is what we're looking at, the recursion SDK. So HCS3 standard, and I believe recursion SDK. There's also, here we go, there's some documentation for it over here. Let's have a quick look at the main website, KiloScribe, that's what we want. So KiloScribe, shout out to Michael Cantor. He's the guy who's been doing a lot of this development. And essentially, yeah, we're going to not be doing something like this. So this is Michael. He's created a full on everything which is all on Hedera, which I just think is great. So for those of you who didn't know, yeah, all of this is on Hedera. The 3JS npm module that's been transpiled and uploaded onto the Hedera consensus service. Anime.js, Rust, WASM, all of these packages have been added onto the Hedera consensus service as individual messages. And then what's happening over here on this front end is this is a front end which has been built by the KiloScribe team. It's actually just sort of a CDN. But what it's doing in the back end is it's going through all of the Hedera consensus messages and taking that chunked data, ordering it, and then executing it as a script, which I think is pretty cool. So let's head over to the documentation. And from here, I'm going to basically go from start to finish to creating a website. So just need to find the right docs. Bear with me. I don't think it's this one. KiloScribe. This is what I'm looking for. Now, what I'm going to be doing, and this is interesting because actually I've been talking with the team over at Hashgraph Online, and we're looking to do some, oh nice, 25 people, shout out to all of you guys. So myself and the Hashgraph Online team, we're looking to collaborate and do a giveaway where actually if you leverage the HCS3 inscription SDK, recursion SDK, sorry, you can sort of, we'll do some sort of prizes and giveaways. And for those of you, could I maybe get some comments below? Which of you are familiar and have tried out this recursion SDK? And which of you guys and girls have never tried it before? Because that will sort of allow me to go based on different levels. So yeah, if you can, just drop some comments below. Let me know, yes, I have tried it out. No, complete noob, never seen the HCS3 recursion SDK in action. I'll wait for a few comments. And in the meantime, I'm just going to prepare my directory. Complete noob, yeah, that's all right, bro. I was a complete noob about a week ago as well. Let's get rid of this banner. Don't like the banner. That's better. Complete noob. We've got one complete noob. I'm going to guess no comments. Well, maybe that means you're a complete noob as well. Or you could be an expert. Maybe we've got Michael in the room. He's definitely not a complete noob. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's create a new demo. And we'll go, we'll just call it HCS3. Now, what I plan to do is I plan to create a page literally just using ChatGPT, and then we'll get it actually uploaded. Now, I will tell the truth, I've not actually uploaded a website yet, so I'm going to be doing that again, learning on the fly, and I hope that sort of my thought process can help you guys as well. So let's start. We're gonna just create an HTML file. I am a Vim user, but you might want to do this in VS Code. And okay, so let's just copy and paste. This is the, if you go onto KiloScribe, kiloscribe.com/gaming, and then you go onto the SDK code. I think this is the SDK or boilerplate HTML. Yeah, we're on the boilerplate HTML page. You can just copy and paste this. I don't even know if it's working. Let's paste it in here. Yeah, nice. Cool. Okay, so I pasted it in. Now, what I'll do is I'll go through just a high-level analysis as to the structure and what's actually happening. So we've got this script tag over here. Is this the whole app? No, this is just that's not the whole thing. We need this. There we go. That's looking better. So I've just copy and pasted this boilerplate HTML. Now let's go through it top to bottom. And I'm a bit rusty from when I last spoke with Michael over at KiloScribe. But essentially, what we have is this part here. In my case, from line 65, everything down here and basically to the end of the app. This is the KiloScribe SDK. And if you deploy this, or if you inscribe this using the Tierbot CDN, which is what is sort of rendering over here, this is using the Tierbot CDN. You don't actually need to include this script in your code. The reason why is the CDN automatically injects this particular script, but if you want to keep it sort of truly decentralized and you don't want to rely on just the Tierbot CDN, you would need to keep this script in. All this script's doing is it's giving the JavaScript code, which allows these modules over here to be parsed and chunked correctly. So for example, here we have 3JS. 3JS is let's have a look at it and see what it says online, but it's basically like a JavaScript 3D library. So yeah, it's pretty well documented. And what the team over at Tierbot have done is they've taken that JavaScript open source code, rather than it being hosted on the NPM registry, they've uploaded it onto Hedera Hashgraph, and now it's on the consensus service. And as you can see, we're saying, okay, well, that data source is this particular, this is just a topic ID. So we can head over to, if we head over to Hashscan, let's go Hashscan. We're going to want the mainnet. This is a topic. And all of these messages, I know I'd be impressed if you can decode it in your head, but all of these messages actually represents the 3JS source code, which again, look, whenever I see it, I'm just always like, damn, this is so cool. Hopefully you guys feel the same way. But likewise, same thing's been done with Anime.js, same thing's been done with Rust WASM. WASM is WebAssembly. And this source code over here, this recursion SDK, it's basically just saying, look, we're going to have these script tags. They're going to have this sort of data SRC process. So like over here, we've got some, get attribute data SRC, and then it's saying split it. And it's just some custom logic to basically process the HCS, to process all of this consensus topic correctly, and then actually make it become JavaScript. What's important is not necessarily that, but it's this section over here. So it's this JavaScript code over here. And more specifically, it is everything inside of this HCS ready listener. So this HCS ready, this function executes once all of the JavaScript modules have been extracted from the Hedera consensus service once all of it's been extracted from the Hedera consensus service and loaded onto the website, that then causes this script to run. So what we can do is if I just actually literally just run this page, it is in my, let's go. So that's over here for me. Let's go to that index HTML. As you can see, it's loading all of these pages, and boom. Like, yeah, all of it's coming from the Hedera consensus service. And as you can see, we've got these console logs over here. If I start changing this code, so if I, let's say, I don't know, I'll just completely remove it. If I just completely remove this code and then I try it again, nothing happens. If I add some console logs over here and I save that, we should hopefully get hello world. So what I'm going to be doing is, again, I don't really use 3JS or I don't really use 3JS or any of these modules which have been uploaded. Let's get that out of the way. So I'm just going to use ChatGPT. Just going to use ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, look, you've got Anime.js, 3JS, and Rust WASM at your exposal. And we're going to build some cool stuff just using ChatGPT, inscribing it, building a website which uses those particular modules, and then getting it deployed. And again, getting it deployed and inscribed, I've not actually done that yet, so I'm going to be testing that sort of live. I hope that's all clear. I'd be quite interested actually if in the comments you could maybe drop a few suggestions as to what we should build. What I've done in the past, so this is one which I did the other day. If I go to my account, I did a wrong account. I did a follow me if you won't follow that. I did a video on, it's going to be tough finding it. This here. So all of this was ChatGPT. I didn't code a single line, but created like a whole solar system using 3JS and Anime.js, and all of it powered by HCS on the back end. So yeah, I'd appreciate some community feedback. What should I build? What should we collaboratively build using ChatGPT? If not, I will just get my own idea. But yeah, I mean, my ideas ain't the best. So, okay, let's go. I've got ChatGPT over here. It's not a temporary chat. Right, we're going to use ChatGPT 01. And you'll see my prompt engineering as well. I'm quite good at prompt engineering. I use ChatGPT a lot. Who uses ChatGPT in here? If you don't, I think you're crazy. Okay, cool. So let's go. I've not got any comments yet, so I'll come up with my own idea. But let's start off with the prompts and we can iterate. So you are an expert vanilla JS developer. You specialize in building interactive 3D web apps using 3JS, Anime.js, and Rust WASM. Now, I'm only using these three modules just because those are what we have out of the box in this template, which is provided by the guys over at Tierbot. But you can actually inscribe your own JavaScript modules on there. So you can, yeah, you can inscribe your own JavaScript modules on here as well. But we're just going to use these ones. Okay, cool. So this is a current implementation of a simple 3D. What is this called? It's like a 3D effect, I guess. 3D animation. Let's copy this code. So I'm just going to sort of set the context. I've given AI its role. You're an expert at Vanilla.js, and I'm going to give it this initial code, which is inside of the HCS ready script. And then what I'm going to do is just ask it to make some new source code. And it's got this as like some wider context. Okay, so for those of you who've just joined, there's a few more people here. I'll just give a quick sort of brief as to what we're doing using the Kilo Scribe on Graph game development HCS free recursion SDK. I've just copy and pasted this boilerplate HTML that comes up over here. The boiler HTML looks like this website, pretty simple. And we're going to be using ChatGPT and AI to actually create some new website stuff. The reason why I'm doing this, again, there's sort of a bigger picture here. Reason why I'm doing this is because myself and the team over at Hashgraph Online, we're going to be doing some sort of incentives to get people to try and build and actually end up deploying and inscribing their web application onto Kilo Scribe. So it will be sort of following a similar process. And I'm hoping for those non-technical people in here, you're looking at my process and yeah, you might see a bit of ugly code over here. Not ugly in terms of bad, ugly in terms of there's new stuff which I don't really understand. But if you sort of follow my approach, I strongly believe even if you're not technical, you still will be able to produce some really interesting designs. So let's keep on going. I've just copy and pasted the initial implementation, and now we're just going to use ChatGPT to create our own design. So last chance, I do want some audience interaction. If you guys want to give me any suggestions as to what we should build, please do it. In the meantime, I want to build, let's build, has Dinosaur come out? Has DinoCoin come out? There must be so many scams. Is that it? No way! Man said 3 million market cap. Wow. Okay. Well, let's do something to do with dinosaurs then. That's pretty impressive. I totally missed out on that. Not financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to buy anything. Meme job fun. It's your own risk and whatever. Okay. Let's create a... I've got an idea. So dinosaurs, what happened to them? They went extinct because of some earthquake, some meteor, I mean. We have a solar system over here. Let's try do a simulation of a meteor hitting the Earth. Boom. I think that's a good idea. I need you to create a new simulation which represents the wiping out of dinosaurs by a meteor. Extinction is a better word. Okay. It will require a spherical Earth. The Earth should be realistic. It should have 70% water, blue, and 30% Earth, so green. And we then should have a meteor with like an orange flame coming out the back of it, which hits into it. Let's do that for now. And let's do that for now. And then the good thing about AI, the best thing about it is that you then sort of iterate and you iteratively improve. So notice over here, I'm being pretty clear, like spherical Earth. I mean, could potentially be clearer. Then we need an animation of a meteor with an orange streak hitting into the spherical Earth and causing a collision. Now, I haven't tested this before, but I am quite confident that it's going to get it pretty good. I'm using ChatGPT 01 Mini. This is pretty good for coding. It uses that sort of reasoning. But GPT 4.0 would probably be sufficient as well. So let's give it a crack, and then yeah, let's go. Let's just see what it does here. But man, 3 mil market cap for Dino. That's mad. That blew my head off. Okay, and sure you've got that. Cool. Okay. That's all irrelevant. This is more relevant. So I think let's just copy and paste this. That should be all right. If there's any errors, we can refine the initial prompt. Let's go. Boom. So I've got that there. All of this code just needs to live inside of the ready function. We'll paste it. Moment of truth. Hey, boom. Okay. Look, that's good. It's a good start, isn't it? It's a good start. So we can, from this, we can definitely iterate. I'm not happy with that earth. I mean, that earth is shocking. But so yeah, it did make some suggestions actually. It did say realistic earth textures for a more realistic appearance. Consider using high resolution earth textures. Let's do that, and then advanced collision effect. So to be honest, it's given all of these. It's given all of these enhancements and considerations. I reckon we just go, yeah, do those enhancements, do those improvements. So I think I also asked for a collision effect in my initial prompt. Then we need an animation of a meteor of an orange streak and causing a collision. So okay, we don't. Okay, so I didn't specify that we should have some animations. Let's specify that. For those, I saw there's a new few joiners. We've just created this amazing animation using only ChatGPT and Hedera Consensus Service. Let's go. I've still not got any comments from you guys though. Do you guys not have any suggestions as to what we could build, or are you happy with this animation effect? Okay, so let's go. Right, implement the suggestions you have made. So the suggestions it made was over here. I like to just be very, very clear, so there's no scope for confusion. Implement the suggestions that you've made, and anything else. So what have we got? Allow. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, these are pretty comprehensive improvements. So let's just go like that. Only return the code and no text. Yeah, and sometimes it just gives all of this waffle. But it was helpful last time. Okay, let's see how it does. Let's see how it does it. We're climbing up to 100 people. I like that. Yeah, let's make it. Let's try and get to 100 people. If you've got any buddies who are into Hedera or into AI and that sort of stuff, see if you can get them. We've got 3 more people to get to 3 digits. Okay, so ignore that. This is what we want. Let's see how this new script is. Okay, 2 more people. Huh. That was literally even worse. Okay. 3 orbit controls is not constructed. So there's a bug in the code, line 555. 3 orbit controls. That doesn't exist. Okay, I think probably what we did is we went a bit too 99. 1 more. We went a bit too fast, I think. Let's take a step back and we'll just break it down bit by bit. So I'll be a bit nicer to it. I like the suggestions you made. Let's implement them step by step. So I think the first thing which we should do, it would be to get this realistic earth texture. That would be nice, because at the moment our Earth, if we go back to the original one, this Earth is really Oh, that's not the original one. I think this is the, oh, I've lost it now. Okay, let's go back to the original one just for those who've joined. There we go. So this Earth is looking dead. Nice, we made it to 100. Shout out to you guys who have helped me to get to 100. So yeah, that Earth is looking shocking. Let's again just take it step by step. I'm re-prompting because the last prompt was a bit too aggressive. Let's go implement stages you have made. Let's implement step by step. First, make the Earth more realistic by using the realistic Earth texture. Okay, let's delete all of that. And I'm hoping, I'm doing this, the reason why I'm doing this again is just in case you didn't see, I think we tried doing too much in one go and it started hallucinating, started coming up with these new APIs which don't exist. Interesting. So you need to have day maps. Oh, that's a bit long. Okay. Should we do it? Can I be bothered? Go on then, let's do it. Let's do it. May as well make it a good job. Right, so we're gonna want, do these links work? Huh. Yes, it works. Okay. Oh, let's, the textures repository, that might be good. No, I can't be bothered. Okay, so do we need to do all three? What's it saying over here? Earth bump map, Earth specular map. If you don't have them there. Yo, 108 people, but we've still only got 3 comments. Is there no suggestions from the audience? Right, actually, no, I think I'm liking this idea. Okay, well, I'll do a little quick recap for, again, there's some more people building websites with Hashinals, on-chain, on-graph game development. We're just building some animations, HCS recursion SDK. I'm using ChatGPT because myself and the KetoScribe team, the Hashgraph Online team, we're going to be doing some community incentives to get people to start actually building websites and deploying them and scribing them onto the chain. So there will be sort of cash prizes. And for the non-technical viewers, which I have here, this is a perfect methodology which you could apply in order to create your own Hashinal Web3 sort of decentralized websites. It's just completely using ChatGPT and using generative AI to iterate. So yeah, I'll also share like a more condensed video as well. But okay, right, back to the main thing. So what was the action? We needed to identify these textures and then apply these textures into the 3D website, into the 3JS thing. So I don't really want to do all of it. Let's just see if I can only do one. So, okay, let's go. I don't want to implement all of the textures. Let's just go for one. And then we're going to be doing the blue marble. Assume I already have it downloaded and update the code accordingly. So hopefully, because I don't want to just suddenly start removing some of its code over here. Because there's like, it looks like, yeah, just in case it causes some bugs. So I think it's worth just re-prompting it. And as you can see, it's now hopefully only saying, yeah, it seems to understand what it is. And we've got it over here, mesh Fong material, blue marble texture. Let's go for this one, optional cloud. Nah, don't want to do that. Okay, so I think that's ready. Cool. Let's give this a go. Let's give this a try. So we're going to go Boom. And obviously we need to actually download this image and have it inside of texture. So let's create a directory over here, textures, and we're going to want bluemarble.jpg. Let's download this. Oh, hang on. Could we use? Might not need to do this. Might just be able to go like that, mightn't I? Let's try that. Right, moment of truth. Okay. Ah, right. Okay. So, oh, nice. The animation seems to be there. Boom. Wow, that's amazing. And it's even got console logs as well, so that we know. So, okay, we do need to download it. There's a cross-origin resource thingy. So let's download this image and save image as. Save that to my downloads. Let's go. Okay, and then add it in this textures file. Boom, boom, and then we want to rename it. What do we want to name it to? Blue Marble. We want to name it to Blue Marble. Okay, rename. 120 people. Can we make it to 200? If we can make it to 200, don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll buy some Dino. Not financial advice. Okay. Right. So I'm hoping now that we've now that we have downloaded the texture. Let's refresh the page. So even still, it's getting that cross-origin resource sharing. That surprises me. Is it because it's JavaScript? Do I need to? Oh man, web developers in here. I know you know this cause error, and I know you hate it like me. But that's good. No, again, part of this live stream is for me to. Hang on. Looks like it's just dropped out a bit. Can you? Oops. Can everyone hear me? Okay. Am I back? I think I just cut out. Let me double check on my phone. Just going to double check that I'm back.
Okay, huh?
Yeah, it looks like I am. Just going to double check that I'm back.
Okay, huh?
Hey, bro, it keeps on dropping out. Is that me? Yeah, I can hear you. Cool, sweet. All right, apologies for that. Right, okay, so we're getting cause errors from this JavaScript code, this client side. Yeah, it's because it's stupid client side, man. Do I need to? Bruh, surely not. I'm just trying to think why it's kicking up an error. If there are any web devs in here and they can sort of pinpoint as to why I'm getting this cause error. I mean, so we've got JavaScript code on the front end, JavaScript code on the client side, and it's trying to import, or it's trying to reference this particular, it's trying to reference, get rid of that. It's trying to reference this textures, this JPEG file. And it is the correct HCS3 blue. It's failing to get. Do I need to import it maybe? Okay, well, I guess, look, boom, ChatGPT. Okay. So I'm just using the HTML, using just my let's see what old ChatGPT's got to say. So it's acting it using the file protocol. Yeah, cause policy restrictions. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we need to serve it, we need to do it with a local server. Right, okay, so in that case, let's do this. Let's create this as a server, and then that should work. Yeah, okay, I thought that might be why. So it looks like the reason why is because I'm running the HTML page using the file location. So that's a good idea. We'll create a Python server, and then that should host everything. This should just work, to be honest. Obviously, because I have Python installed. Okay, sweet. Does it know which page I'm in? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Hey, let's go. Look at that. I mean, how much time has generative AI just saved me there? Okay, cool. So we've got now a slightly spinning effect. So it's rotating slightly, and we have a nice texture. I'm happy with that texture. So we've got that's the North Pole and South Pole, the Arctic and the Antarctic, and then we have this meteor coming in now. It looks awesome. Thanks, bro. It looks really good, doesn't it? So what could we do to make it better? I guess let's go back to ChatGPT. And I appreciate at this point if you are sort of trying to, with no coding experience at this point, you'd probably be stuffed. But you don't necessarily need to do this mesh thing. I think this problem was only introduced when I started trying to do the mesh. So yeah, try to build your proof of concepts. Try to build your applications without going into importing files and whatever. Just keep it sort of as vanilla as possible. Let's go back to some of the original suggestions. Oh man, bruh, look how good AI is. So it actually told me over here, I just totally skipped it. It actually told me over here to serve it via a local server because modern browsers enforce strict security principles that may prevent loading files directly. So it actually told me the answer. Wow. Okay, let's take it further back then. So we were suggested to do, it recommended we also build some. So I said, let's first make the Earth more realistic. It also said, let's do some advanced collision effects. So implement particle systems or shaders for more dramatic collision visuals like explosions, shockwaves, or debris. Interactivity, that's a good idea. I don't think we necessarily need this WASM integration. So the WASM, that enables like quite mathematical features. And then optimize this stuff's. I think this stuff's a bit relevant. Let's focus on these two. So I think what we'll do in terms of an action plan, let's implement the advanced collision effects, implement the interactivity, and then after that, let's go on to actually deploying it and inscribing it onto Hedera, inscribing it onto Hashgraph, inscribing it onto the consensus service, and yeah, we can go from there. So let's go back to my prompt. Okay, so that's been done. Let's go back over here. Cool. So I'm just going to remove this because my thought process is by including that in the chat history, it just kind of loses the flow a bit. So I'm just going to re-prompt it from there, and I'm going to go. I'm going to be nice and say it's looking great. It's looking great. Now let's focus on implementing the 2 remaining features. But again, I'm just gonna be methodical and do it bit by bit, because it might overload it if I do too many. Wait, let me see what I got on Twitter. If I comment x.com, just checking the Twitter at the moment, making sure that it's working. Cool. Okay. Repost. Inception. This is Hashgraph Hustle is Inception right now. Iconic moment. Okay, so yeah, let's break it one by one. We'll go advanced collision effects first, and then we can do interactivity. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay. First, we will implement the advanced. Well, let's just copy and paste that bit. Great. Okay, let's see what it's cooking. And hopefully, at that point, let's refresh it. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Don't want that. Yeah, that's not working. So we want this one on the local host. So what I'm hoping with this next iteration is that meteor, we get a better effect, because at the moment it looks pretty. The Earth looks good, but that meteor looks dead. And like, why is there that line there? I think, oh, do you know what? It's because I think I said it should have a streak of orange, but it's doing it perpendicular to its path. It should be parallel to it. Right, okay, so fantastic. I'm thrilled to it. Yeah, cool. So we're gonna do debris particle system, and then ring geometry. Was that the thing which didn't work last time? I don't know. Let's test it out. We've got a project looking like that. We have our main JS. Cool. So I've learned my lesson. I'm going to see a quick breakdown as to what it's proposed in case I've missed anything which might cause a bug. So it's implemented these buffer geometry and points material APIs. Done some of that stuff. Key code snippets. Okay. Shockwave effects. Other stuff. Yeah, not that important. Explosion light and collision effects. Step 4, running it. Okay. Oh, nice. And it's told us how we can adjust it. And it's given us some more enhancements as well. I don't think we'll do these sound effects. Huh. I don't think we can do sound effects with what we've got. Okay, cool. It's gone, right. It's really going. And an optional screen shake. Go on, let's do the screen shake. That sounds sick. Bro, it's going ham. Like, how much? It's crazy, isn't it, that this is all just ChatGPT. So let's do that. Let's give it a go. ChatGPT with a bit of decent prompt engineering, but I've got absolutely no experience about any of this. Like, I know JavaScript. I can code JS and I can do web dev, but barely ever use 3JS and whatever. Okay, so might need to refresh the page. Yeah, I need to start the server again. I mean, we could, I guess, technically do like a dev server, which then updates on save, but probably longer than it's worth. No, that's dead. I think we've actually taken a step back there. Buffer geometry. Computed radius is not a number. I think it might be because over here we're getting... So is that new code? I'll take back what I said about AI, man. I think it's this bug over here, probably. Okay, let's go. Maybe we added a bit too much. Let's go back up here and we'll try just this code. Meteor position, create debris, buffer geometry. Buffer geometry. We can do some debugging. It's not all about AI. Right, okay, let's see if that other one's any better. No, so we're still getting this buffer geometry error. Let's have a quick look, see if there's anything which I can do. So what do we have? Meteor position, and then the position absolute is likely to have a not a number value. But let's check it out. Let's go console.log meteor. Actually, do you know what? If we're going to be doing debugging, it is worth setting up a dev server, which refreshes the page every time. What do we want? We want it to update on save. Okay. Caching. That's not what we want. What is it that? What's it called? It's lost my mind when it listens. It listens to. Do you know what? It's probably gonna be quick if I just ask ChatGPT. Achieve automatic live reload. Yeah, that's probably what we want. Let's just double check. Sometimes I'm always a bit skeptical of. Always a bit skeptical of ChatGPT, even though it's just done a sick job for us so far. So let's go server watch. Server, yeah, it's done the same thing. Okay, it's cool. So let's go. Right. Okay. In that case, we will create a Python virtual environment. If you're not a Python developer and you're just sort of a non-technical guy, or you're just a web JavaScript developer, one thing which is really annoying about Python is the fact that the package management is just a nightmare. Like if you code in Python, you know, like it's just such a pain. You install a package and then you install that same package a week later, and it just causes every single app to break. Or if you have like an old install, and so the best practice is to create what are called virtual environments. I've created my virtual environment now, and then within that virtual environment, that's where I'm going to install this live reload app, this live reload package. And then what we'll do is we'll just create a main.py in here, and we'll save that. And I'm assuming that by running this main.py, live reload cannot be installed. It's just, wow, that's fine. I could ignore that for now. So we'll go Python main.py. Okay, and Let's test it. So the error we had earlier is because some of them were not a number. Aha, meteor position, and it's over here. The meteor position is so it has all of those. They are all numbers. New float 32 array, trail geometry, trail vertices. Okay, well let's first test that this new save thing's working, because I don't want to. Yeah, cool. So it's refreshed it. It's listened to the index HTML page, and now it's refreshed it. Okay, cool. So what's it saying over here? Position attribute is likely to have not a number values. Position, is there a position property in here? Attribute, let's have a look where position MN. Aha, these are all not a number. And yeah, interesting. So maybe it's like another position then. Maybe there's another position over here. This might be it. Position array. Okay, interesting. So it looks like this is what we're getting issues for. Is this function being called? Yeah, it is. Update trail, animation. Okay. Well, look, while I know we've got some even newer guys in here as well. So I'll just give another, I'm probably going to do another one if there's more people, if we hit the 200 mark. Just a refresher as to what we're doing right now. So we are building a web application which uses Three.js and Anime.js. They are 3D node modules which you can use for your JavaScript applications. And we're using HCS3 recursion SDK. And basically what this does is it allows you to create websites which are totally hosted on the Hedera consensus service using one of the standards which have been created by the guys over at Hashgraph Online. So what I've done so far is I've taken the boilerplate HTML, which is on the kiloscribe.com gaming website. I've taken the boilerplate HTML and I've started stripping out some of the default code, and I've been implementing it with some code which ChatGPT has been generating to create this effect at the moment. So it's creating the effect of a Earth which is being hit by a meteor. And yeah, the reason why I'm doing this is because myself and the team over at Hashgraph Online, we're collaborating, and we're going to be doing some community incentives to get people to build these applications and actually inscribe them onto Hedera. There are requirements. You do need to have it completely based on Hedera. That's all of the Three.js, all of the node modules which you use. They need to be stored on Hedera consensus service. Then your website needs to actually be stored on the Hedera consensus service. And the idea is, by following this approach, by following the approach which I'm taking, which is actually just basically only using ChatGPT, plus some of my own knowledge because I've faced various bugs, because what I'm doing is a bit complicated. But the idea is that even if you don't have any technical experience, you can give it a try, create your own application, deploy it on Hedera, make it totally decentralized, and do it not by having to learn any code. So that's the big objective over here. Let's get back to it, and let's check out the Twitter on that. Okay, so let's get back to it. So we're facing this bug at the moment where one of the new animations which we have been trying to debug is causing this error. Now, to be honest, I think because I have no Three.js experience, probably going to be better for ChatGPT to try to debug it. So let's go back to him. If not, if we're just going around in circles and we're not able to sort of make any progress, I will just pivot and we will go to the next feature which we're looking to get, which is this interactivity feature. That's less complex. So I'm hoping that can just be done pretty easily. But let's go reprompt it and say, let's take a step back and not overcomplicate it. Currently, I am getting this error when running the new code. Do you know why this is? Let's see what it does here. It's probably just going to give me the code now. But again, there's a risk here that it just starts hallucinating and it goes around in a circle. Let's have a look. Indicates understand the root cause. Let's delve deeper. Interesting. So it seems to have found the bug. So it goes initial positions. All debris are initialized at the exact collision point. And then it's doing the square root of 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is 0. And then over here, it's dividing by that distance. Okay. Let's just double check the code as well and see. So we have what is that? Oh, nice. 173 people. Let's make it to 200. Let's make it to 200. So it reckons over here. No, but that doesn't make sense because it's going distance is the square root of 0 times by 0 is 0. 1 times by 1 is 1 plus 2 times by 2, which is square root of 5. Well, look, I'll try out a suggestion, but to me it doesn't seem like this is actually a fix. I mean, if we let's print the no, my bad. Okay, yeah, it's doing the index of it. So actually that position's let's have a check. Let's log what it's so positions at I, and then we'll go I think if we do positions dot slice and then we say I plus 3. I think this should just give us that should hopefully give us the index, the actual values at this array. Let's have a quick look. Wow. So even that's not a number. But maybe the first one. Okay, that's bare. Damn it. Stop it, man. I'm never going to get to the top. I'm expecting that yeah. So they're all 0. And then it becomes not a number. Further down. Okay, let's stop that because this is breaking the computer. Right, so let's see what it said. Resolve this issue. We need to prevent the division by 0. Introduce a minimum distance threshold. Okay. I mean, really, okay, cool. This is the updated script. And again, look, if this doesn't work, I'm just going to pivot because I'm no expert in 3JS, so I don't want to be trying to learning something as complex as that on this stream. Let's test it out. I'm ready to be blown away. Come on. Nah, dead up. Yeah, it's just going to go around in circles. Okay, let's take it a step back then. Let's go back to some of the original code we had, which is further up here. And then what we'll do is we'll focus on the interactivity piece, and then maybe after that we can come back to doing sort of like a more simple version. But I think this advanced collision is not going to be the best. So let's go. This code up here was working, and we had a little animation effect. Let's have a look at what this gave us. Boom. So it showed that red line. I'm hoping we can do better than that, but again, we'll just take it baby steps, and let's focus on making it interactive. So if we go over here, let's just reprompt this. Let's focus on implementing the interactivity feature. Cool. Okay, now let's focus on implementing interactivity. Allow users to interact or triggering multiple. I like that. I like the triggering multiple meteor impacts. Let's go. Okay, before we begin, let's work with ChatGPT to clearly define our requirements. So regarding I think that's an interesting piece. Bit. What would be the best UI for this? You know, I've got an idea. So what I'm thinking is, if we click somewhere, outside of the Earth, that should create a meteor which goes towards the Earth and explodes on it. So let's go interactivity. So okay, let's be really clear with it so that there's no room for confusion. So we'll go zooming in, zooming out's a bit, it doesn't really add too much. So let's say if the Earth is dragged, the Earth should rotate in the direction of the drag. And two, the second one, if a space outside of the Earth is clicked, create a meteor which hits the Earth. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, I'm thrilled to hear. Shut up. Orbit controls. I seem to remember orbit controls was the one which caused some errors earlier. Let's see. Oh no, previous code above. Oops. That's not the main. I just need the whole code, man. Trigger. Nah. Complete code. Yeah, that's what I want. Way too much for me to read. Conscious of time as well, so I'm only going to be going on for another 25 minutes, meaning probably need to get to the actual uploading part pretty soon. What's happened there? I bet it's cropped out. Is it? What's going on? Oh, I think I didn't give it enough time. That's the main tag. Add event listeners. Okay, let's try again. I think I had not let it generate enough. Yeah, orbit controls. Bro, what is this? I thought this caused a bug last time. 3JS docs. Add-ons. It's an add-on. That's why. So because it's an add-on, it's not included in the because it's an add-on, it's not included in the 3JS module, which is inscribed as part of our Hashgraph, as part of our consensus service thing. Consensus service 3JS module. So we're gonna have to use a different solution. Let's go further up. Let's go. You cannot use orbit controls. The controls as it is not supported. Only return the main.js file. Sorry guys, we've not made too much progress in the last 20 minutes. We have made some really good progress at the start to get over here. But that's part of software development, isn't it? Part of development is, I've just done it again, that's the bloody wrong one. Part of development is just banging your head against the wall, not making any progress. Just quit. And we've made a good enough start. Hopefully this has inspired some of the non-technical people in here. Actually, yeah, I can build a Hedera SDK application. Let's have a look at what old ChatGPT has done for us. I will be a bit mad if it has still included orbit controls. Hopefully it's not. Ambient light, 3-directional light. There's a lot of code now as well, so it's doing a good job to even get started. Right. Let's go back, paste that in there. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, come on, it's not even. Ah, nice. Oh, it's working. Okay, that's cool. So we have that, but the the meteor's gone. Oh no, it's not gone. Oh, do you know, bruh? What a nice surprise. Oh, that's sick. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that. But these meteors are really, they're dead, aren't they? These meteors need to be improved. Okay, cool. Well, look, if we overrun, we overrun. I now want to get this meteor looking good. And I think it would be nice to have, a meteor at the beginning, or at least something within the user interface to say, click on it to trigger a meteor strike. Let's do that. So I think that's just a bit of HTML. Let's chuck that HTML over here. So we'll say HCS recursion SDK. Yeah, let's just add a click anywhere to create a meteor strike and cause a mass extinction. Okay. Delete that. Okay, let's go overlay, but we're probably going to want a style with a, sorry, I'm just trying to do some styling now. Margin top, and then let's just go 20 pixels. Maybe do a bit more. 50, no, I need more than that. 100. Not 1,000, 100. Okay, that's a bit more. That looks good, and let's center it. Let's go. Look at us doing CSS styling as well. Let's go. I haven't done inline vanilla HTML CSS styling in a long time. I think we actually need the colon. Text align center. That's not worked. Maybe because we need to have a. Okay, let's not. Okay, no, let's do overlay. Is that not working? Because why is that not working? It's because it's not a width of 100. We want to go position absolute. Okay, so actually I think if we go position, let's override that position. Position position relative. Nope, that's not worked. What can we? I mean, it's not that important. It's not that important. What's the default position block? Position CSS. Relative, fixed, absolute. I guess maybe we can do a left 100 pixels important. Is that right? Close enough. Close enough. What was if we do left 50%? Will that work? Left 50%. And then, sorry if I'm boring you with some CSS. Left 50%. And then we want to go... and then we want to do transform. I don't like CSS either. Transform, translate X minus 50%. Is that going to work? Yeah, that's worked. Okay, now we actually want to do text align. Oh, I've forgotten now. Text align center. Yeah. Now, okay, that's looking better. Oof. Yeah, I just like to use Tailwind or something nowadays. Okay, cool. So we've done that. What's next? So we've got this moving, we've got this effect. Let's improve how the meteor looks. So the meteor at the moment looks really boring. Let's make the meteor look a bit nicer. Awesome. Those features are now working. Let's make the meteor look better. It looks really plain. And 2D, make it look more fiery. Hopefully this is not too much of an ask. Ooh. What do you guys think of this tutorial so far? We've been on for an hour 15 now. And I'm happy. I'm happy with what we've done. We made this. I've got no Free.js experience, and we can attack the earth now with meteors. And what ideas have you guys got as well? Is there any ideas from your side? Anything which has maybe triggered your imagination? Has it done the same thing where it just does? No, it's done okay. Yeah. Well, I guess another one is will you guys be participating in the community incentives that we do when it comes to building on the Recursion SDK? Okay. I hope you will. I hope you will. What's this again? I've just got all this. Get rid of that. As a non-technical person, this tutorial is amazing. That is amazing, AR. Thank you very much for that feedback. That makes me feel really happy. And that's really great to hear that despite not being a technical person, you still feel confident that you'd be able to actually replicate something similar. And my advice is, if you do start hitting a wall, don't give up. Because trust me, technical people on here and people who do anything, you know that you just got to keep persevering. Hopefully that's your Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening motivation. Okay, cool. So we've just updated this new script. Okay. It's a bit better. It's a bit better. So it's added that 3D effect. Okay, I'm liking that. Looks a bit like a sperm, doesn't it? It's like a sperm and an egg. Is that just me? Okay, that's looking pretty good. I still think if we could make it more fiery, like, but I don't know, maybe we're asking for too much. Maybe we're asking for too much by making it fiery. What else do we want? Okay, look, guys, I'm going to give you, guys and girls, I'm going to give you a quick, if you can think of any suggestions, do it now. If not, I will go on to the actual inscribing part. I'll go into the actual inscribing part and basically getting this up on the Kilo Scribe, or getting this up on the Hedera consensus service. So if there are any ideas, I'd really appreciate it if you had any more. In parallel, I will be doing a bit of upskilling myself. Maybe tell ChatGPT. Yeah, could try that. Let's give it a go. That's better. Make it look like fire all day. I think because fire is quite a complex, sort of animation. It might be a bit out of scope for it, but it's definitely worth a try. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a go for sure. And shout out again, if there's more of you guys, non-technical people who found this tutorial easy to follow, that's what I want to hear. What about for you technical guys? Have you found this interesting? I mean, are you maybe still abstaining from using large language models to accelerate your development? Has this maybe changed your mind? Do you think actually, well, maybe I should start using ChatGPT or any LLM? Or are you still, nah, don't want to use that stuff? Or have you been using it, and is it part of your daily workflow? I mean, even actually for me, all of my Twitter is basically run by, not run by, it's helped by the by LLMs. I've got custom like advisors for it. Okay, let's close that. So let's give it a try. It's done this meteor effect. It looks like that's the right code. Let's try it out. Okay, well, it's an improvement. It's an improvement. It looks more like it's on fire. I'm happy with that. I'm more happy with that than before. Cheers, Ayar, for the suggestion. It looks a bit more like it's on fire, and it seems a bit quicker as well. Does it speed up? Nah, same speed. Cool. Okay, well, let's get into the. Hey, what's up, Yugos? How's it going, bro? How's it going? Man's got the. Is that the? Damn, man, how have I forgotten the Hedera video game? Earthlings. He's got the Earthlings girlfriend there. Guys, if you haven't heard of Earthlings, check it out. Earthlings are a wicked project who have been building completely bootstrapped, if I but they've been building games on Hedera, and I think they've just released something on the, look at that team, Legends. I've met Joey. Shout out Joey, man. Yeah, Brandon, top lad. Rob, top lad. Big guys there, doing good, just chilling. Shout out my guy. Yeah, so definitely check out other things if you haven't. They've got I'm pretty sure they've got an iOS app now, and if you recognize Ugos's profile picture, it looks like Growth, so it's actually Growth in the in-game version. They've added Growth into the game, which is pretty cool. Okay, nice, man. Well, hopefully you can chill and watch. We're going to be wrapping up soon. Right, let's focus back to the objective, which is the final part of the process. So again, I'll reiterate for the final time what we've done here and why we've done it. So we've been using this tool, which has been provided by the Hashgraph Online DAO, which is the HCS3 standard, the Recursion SDK. Now, what this Recursion SDK does is it allows you to import and use JavaScript node modules, JavaScript packages, which have been uploaded and stored on the Hedera consensus service. So I believe it's been uploaded by using this HCS1 standard, which is the file data management. So they've uploaded this open source module. In our case, it's the Anime.js module and the 3JS module. They've taken that open source library, they have updated it and uploaded it onto the Hedera consensus service. We are then using the Recursion SDK to pull the JavaScript packages and actually build a web application, build a static HTML page, which we are then going to also inscribe into the consensus layer. So it's going to be using some of these standards which Hashgraph Online have been pioneering. And the reason why I chose to do this is because, I mean, one, these guys are doing an amazing job for the community, but also I strongly resonate with the value proposition that it gives. Now, what is that value proposition? I think in the case of on-graph game development, it's the idea that actually traditionally game developers find it really hard to go to market. So this will actually allow indie game developers sort of an easier route. They can actually build web apps and host them in a decentralized way and engage with the Web3 community, because we have a really amazing community. But also, like, what I quite like about this is the fact that I don't know what could be built from it. And it's just providing this infrastructure layer, which maybe at first seems a bit, why? But typically these things, we have one idea, which, I don't know, maybe you might not think, who cares about indie game developers? I'm not a big gamer myself, to be honest. But actually what I like is, okay, well, what is the possibility? And that's where the creativity comes in. And who knows what these decentralized websites will be used for in the future. All I know is everything's on the consensus layer. Hedera Hashgraph's decentralized, so we can now have really decentralized web applications. Now, there are other protocols, I think ICP, Internet Chain Protocol, who have sort of on-chain websites. I need to have a deeper dive into those. But again, it's sort of costing like a fraction of a penny. No, not, it costs a few cents actually, because you're inscribing quite a lot of data. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. So we have been using this technology and creating our own web application, creating our own static HTML page. We started off with a boilerplate, and then we used ChatGPT, and I'll share this ChatGPT chat history because I think it covers some good sort of prompt engineering techniques. I've been using GPT for years now, and I've really picked up on prompt engineering skills. So I use it all the time. I'll share this as a reference point. We've basically created this application, which is an Earth that you can spin around, and meteors, which cause a destruction to the Earth. This idea was inspired by Dino, which just coined. Let's have a quick look at Dino, actually. I know I'm going on a bit of a detour. Let's have a look at the meme. Let's have a look at the market cap of Dino now. It's 3 million at the start of this session. and it's dumped. But it got up to a really high point, man. That's done a mad job, so fair play. And I like that diamond as well. I like that gold. That gold is cold. Let's have a look at some of these other stuff. Okay, so we've built all of this. Sorry for that detour. We've built all of this using generative AI. The final step of the journey is going to be actually inscribing this into the Hedera consensus service and sort of closing that loop. We started by using JavaScript modules which are already on HCS. As you can see, we're importing Free.js from this Hedera consensus service topic. Next job is going to be adding our own thing on the Hedera consensus service as well. Now, why are we doing this? Well, I'm doing it partly because I just love the project, but also I have collaborated and working with the Hashgraph Online team to come up with some community incentives and prizes and competitions, which will incentivize you guys and girls to develop and create your own websites, inscribe them onto the consensus layer. And the idea of doing it with ChatGPT is so that the less technical of you can still join, and you can still sort of get that rewarding process going from start to finish, building an application, leaving your fingerprint on the Hedera consensus service. And yeah, maybe if your idea is good, you get a bit of bounty as well. So, all right, let's go on to the final thing, and then after that we'll be wrapping up. Just want to say a big thanks as well to everyone who's here. I'll say another thanks at the end. But the final thing that we need to do is we need to inscribe an HCS game now. Now, I don't know how to do this. So either there's a really nice UX, and let's try it this way. I did try create HTML last time. Oh, no, do you know what? There's going to be a problem, which is our texture. Oof. We're going to need to somehow inscribe our file, which I think is a bit out of scope actually, because we'd really need to have this as its own HCS. That might be a bit of a blocker. Okay. We can definitely inscribe the index HTML page. Okay, cool. So we've got great for written content. Just what's going on over here? Enter an HTML hash in HTML mode. So the risk which I am identifying now is that we have this image. We've got this image in our we've got this blue marble JPEG, which is basically it's like a wrapper which we're putting around the earth, and currently it's just on my local server. But for it to work on the consensus service, we need to have it as part of that Hedera consensus topic. And to be honest, that's going to take a bit of time. So I'm not going to do that here. Let's make a quick pivot, which is not doing the blue marble wrapper. It's going to make it look a bit worse, but it's going to make it more possible to actually upload. So let's go. There is an issue. I will not be able to use the I'll not be able to use the blue marble JPEG. Let's revert to an earth which does not have a texture. However, it should still look realistic. So yeah, I think what this means, and actually I'm going to pick up with this separately. How could we? Because this will be quite interesting to sort of identify how can we have images which are also on the consensus service, and then integrate that into a HTML page which is also on the consensus service. I'm sure it would be possible, because of this HCS1 standard where you can add files. But what I'd be interested in is saying, okay, can we, over where currently we're saying this blue marble, can we actually make this an HCS1? Oh, go away. Can we make this be like an HCS1 where it goes, and we have an HCS topic? Why is Docker just popped up? But yeah, let's remove it for now. Something for later on. 194. We're going to be wrapping up soon, but you know what? It'd make my day if we get to 200 people. So if you've got any second accounts, load them up. Load them up. Right, so we've got this code over here. That's the new code which we won. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. That's annoying, bro. Explanation, custom shader material. Is it just... I think, okay, let's make it simple. Let's just make it a sphere. I want to get this uploaded as well. I want to do it end to end. So maybe we don't make it look realistic. Maybe we just make it simple. Let's revert to a simple spherical Earth. Let's do that. And then, okay, when it comes to inscribing, tell you what, this is a bit confusing. Box settings, create written content. I don't really want that. How do I delete this? Code, enter, type text for commands. So I mean, presumably this is where we up. Yeah, this will be an interesting journey. Trying to, I mean, it might even be that we just need to upload it in here. I'll also ping I'm also going to ping the Hashinals community. Please share the link. Sorry, I didn't. Let's see if I do it now. View on YouTube. Continue to YouTube. Always good to ask the community. I'm start getting my... Hey, 199. Come on, one more person. One more person. By the way, if you're thinking about what is this anime, guys, A1, that's a bit gross actually. A16Z. I'm definitely going to do like a 201. Let's go, guys. AI16Z is a really interesting project, which have their own sort of with AI agents. So, who'd be interested in me doing some stuff on AI agents? Because I think it's pretty hot in the crypto space at the moment. I do quite a lot of stuff with AI, so more than happy to do like a live stream deep dive on some of the stuff which we can build, which lies at the intersect of agents and blockchain and Hedera. Okay, let's see. So Let's just go. I reckon if we just update. Well, no, we still need to fix the Earth thing, because I know for a fact if we come up with a image, it's not going to work. That's going to break it. So let's go. Let's try it with this new Earth. Oh, come on, man. Bro, that's dead. It's not moving. Oh, this is just a step back. Taking a step back. Oh, that's also a step back. Okay, so this is the latest code. So we need to just update this code so that going to be on here until 10 a.m., 10 p.m. Okay, what do we need to do? We need to update this code so that we don't have this stupid bloody this logo here. What I'm going to do, to be honest, I'm just going to start a new ChatGPT session because it's going to get a bit confusing now. Let's create a new session. You are an expert in vanilla JS and 3JS. This is my current 3JS logic. It has one issue. Currently, it uses a texture for the Earth. However, I cannot have an external image for when I deploy the code. Update the source code so that the Earth does not use the texture, but still looks okay. Yep, you just uploaded like any other file. Cool. The man, the myth, the legend himself has replied. So we just inscribe it like any other file, which is great to know. So that'll be very easy. Sweet, mate. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so update the source code so that the Earth does not use the texture, but still looks okay. And then make sure all the other features are kept. Because I don't want it to start removing the... I don't want it to start removing these animations. Do not want that. Do not want that. Ah, damn it. Need to refresh it. Let's do it again. Send. What is this stuff? Add a cloud layer. Yeah, that's not relevant. Right, fingers crossed. This is the... This should be it. Bruh, why has it done it again? That's not the Earth, is it? And it doesn't move. Oh, I wonder if it doesn't move because that's interesting. So it's done like the same bug. Embed text. Ah. Or is it because... Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because it sees that the file name is Blue Marble. Ah. So So, but I think because it says blue marble, it's now actually trying to make it look like a blue marble. Right. Okay. That's annoying. Let's redo the prompt. So currently, this is the texture for the earth. The file name is blue marble, but it is actually an earth texture. Update the source code so the earth does not use the texture. It should look like the earth. It should have green and blue. All other features should be kept, and then so it doesn't seem to be scrolling either. Now again, I don't know whether that's because something to do with that blue marble stuff, but so for example, the scroll on scrollable earth and clickable meteors with fire effects. Right. This is the last time that I'm doing this. It's getting pretty late for me, man. Look at that. 9:45. This is basically my bedtime. Okay. So it's doing its thing. Hopefully this clarification in the prompt, it's oh, sorry if you heard that. Hopefully this clarification of the prompts has made it so that there's not any excuses. So let's go. Right, come on. I mean, what the? It's scrollable in this y-axis as well. Do you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to call it a day here because I want to get it inscribed. And I foresee there being some bugs when we try to inscribe it as well. But this is our Earth. I'll try fix it offline maybe. But sometimes you've got to know when to call it a day. I mean, actually, this is not Earth. This is a new planet. This is a new planet. This is planet Hashgraph. Okay, so let's do this now. Go. Got our file over here. It shouldn't import any external images or anything like that. Let's go to that stuff. Okay, whatever. Right, let's just upload this index.html page. 37 kilobytes. I need to connect my wallet. And I don't actually have any HBAR in this wallet, so let's I might need to top up on HBAR. This is my work laptop, innit? Oh well, good thing we got 5-second finality. Let's transfer some HBAR over. Oh, come on. Come on, mate. Clear cache. Connect. Hashback. Approve. Huh. That's annoying. Let's just go for the... Let's go for the old reliable. Local storage not clear. Okay, so let's transfer over some HBAR in the meantime. I'm surprised that we're getting more viewers because I guess are most people here US based, or have we got any people over from Asia waking up? It might be a bit early for the Asia guys. Oof. Quite a big HBAR dump in the last couple of hours. Okay, let's do a little bit of transferring. Close. Just transferring some HBAR over to pay for this transaction, which might not even work. Let's do. PJ, yep. Right, come on. Connect with Wallet Connect. Ah, that's annoying, man. Doesn't seem to be working. I mean, I wonder if maybe if we do, I'm going to try to do it inside of the Hashpack browser. That might make things better, but quite frustrating because I think 401. I don't know if I want to share the details. It might be just to do Wallet Connect has been a bit dodgy recently. So I guess we could try testnet. Try testnet. Can I deploy to testnet? Will it make any difference? Well, it's still coming out of mainnet. Oh, shout out to you guys who stuck out the whole way, though. Big respect for you guys. Big respect for you. Hopefully you've learned some stuff and enjoyed yourself. And any constructive criticism, always welcome. Just don't be too mean. Don't put it on Twitter. PM me. Or put it on Twitter if you want. I'm actually a tough cookie. Right. What am I doing then? So let's go over here. So let's try connect testnet. Connect with Wallet Connect. Still kind of my main account. Right, okay. Option number 2 is I'm going to try and do it in here. Let's see if it connects. Okay, this is looking better. If not, we will call it a day. And I'm streaming tomorrow as well, so can potentially do it tomorrow too. But yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do it, unfortunately. Clear cache, reject, connect, mainnet, connect with Wallet Connect, Hashpack. Hashpack web app has opened up a new tab. I'm on mobile. Oh, come on, man. Will this work? I'm doing some crazy stuff here. This is not the best UX. Okay. No, it's still fading. So even then, I tried doing it via my phone, scanning the QR code, but still didn't work. So, okay. Well, that's a shame. We're going to call it a day now, just because I literally am ready for bed. But I will share. So this is what we got. I'm going to share my chats over here. So I'll share that. And yeah, hopefully it's been a good session. Let's stop the screen share. Back to me. There we go. So yeah, look, thanks everyone for tuning in. Really big turnout, 215 people. Shout out to all of you. Really happy to have got such a good reach. We did overrun a bit, but tomorrow I'm going to be streaming at a similar time. We're going to be finishing off this Hashinal stuff, so hopefully we can actually get this index HTML page actually inscribed. Worst case scenario, rather than going via the user interface, we'll do it via the SDK, because I'm pretty sure you can do it programmatically. So we'll do that. And then also really exciting stuff, we're going to be doing Chainlink as well. So Chainlink data feeds just came out on mainnet. I've got some interesting proof of concepts already, which use the Chainlink data feeds. We're just going to be building on top of an existing smart contract, which I have. And yeah, it's going to be really good for those of you who don't have any Solidity experience, because you can get a bit of exposure. I'll talk it through. And also for you guys who do have Solidity experience, but maybe you don't have experience working with oracles. And obviously Chainlink, they're the big dogs when it comes to it. But we do also have other Oracle providers on the Hedera network. So we've got Pith and we have Supra. And they're also really cool, man. Like they've got actually, I think, more support. Or at least I was looking at Supra or Pith the other day, and they had stocks, the prices on things like Tesla, the prices on Microsoft, maybe MicroStrategy, which is that new Bitcoin company. Well, no, they're not new. They've been around for a long time. And yeah, so there's a lot of support in the other options as well. But we're going to be focused on Chainlink. It's just hit the block. So come and tune in tomorrow. 7:30. No, starts at 6:30 or 6 p.m. UTC. I'm based in the UK, if you couldn't tell by my accent. And yeah, shout out again to all of you guys. Hey, I really appreciate your contributions as well, man. Goes a long way. It makes me feel a bit less lonely, as well as everyone else who's been watching. And yeah, take care. Hopefully I can see you guys tomorrow and for many more sessions of the Hashgraph Hustlers as well. All right. Peace out.